you're basically it's post the tower fight, the really long, excruciating tower fight, and you had found what you figured out to be a docking station for some kind of sky thing, and you what?
It's the first time I've heard about it.
That's what you figured out.
That's what Gildan and Edric managed to work out. Was this is some sort of
it was a
flying
joke.
machine dock?
Well, I don't remember that. Admittedly, I wasn't paying a vast amount of attention to things.
The last two sessions were about that. About sky ships.
He was unconcerned about it. He was more concerned about where is the money and how do I kill things.
What a great paladin. Sounds like a mercenary.
That's what I said in session 1.
Okay.
He is lawful neutral paladin. It was almost lawful evil. There's a but yeah, so after you had the fight, you figured out that the area that you're going into is a territory of a clan of orcs known as the Zalshik. Historically, they are known to be rather protective of their region, and they have set up a kind of system of like beacons, of which they expect people to light while they wait to send a representative, and wait while they send a representative. However, these orcs that you came across that attacked you, the disfigured ones, the corrupted ones, they have all been bearing the same kind of like fire god sigils that you've come across before, and you know that these groups of orcs in the north, in particular, tend to worship a fire god. So, from what I remember, you were going to attempt to bypass the pyres and try and make your way sneakily towards the two, rather than trying to contact them.
Yeah, I was against going. I was gonna go and negotiate with them so we can just cross their territory, but every one of you was against that, so.
Yeah, we were like, no, they tried to kill us.
Yeah.
Gotta go badly.
Understandable. So that's what we're going with, because, we're all very stealthy and sneaky-like.
You don't need to be stealthy if everyone around you's dead.
That is true. No one will notice if there's no one to notice.
Okay, so the new day has arrived. It's a fairly pleasant day, or as pleasant as it gets up this far up north anyway. The cold is biting, but not to the point where you'll need to start making checks or anything. And the sky is relatively clear. The heavy fog that you had to deal with over the previous day seems to have dissipated now. And you are ready to make your way out. Is that the exact same picture that I've used before? Slightly different picture, that's fine.
I don't know, that dragonborn silhouette. Did Skyrim come out 2012?
Came a long ass time ago. I think it's 2012. Yeah, it's my first year of university. I remember that.
Yeah.
I had to. I got the Skyrim disc, but I had to activate it on Steam, so I had to borrow someone else's. Yeah, so I had to borrow someone else's dongle, so that I could connect my computer up to Steam temporarily, so that I could activate the CD on Steam, and then I could play it.
That's ridiculous.
It's because my university, the accommodation that I was in, for some fucking reason decided to block Steam.
Oh, those hentai games?
Obviously the reason.
God.
hated my university accommodation in my first year. Fucking awful.
So anyway,
But yeah. So how are you heading out? Is what I want to ask basically. What are you doing? Like you just gonna walk across the? Look, I understand that, but are you just gonna walk across the land? Are you just taking any precautions? Are you? Because you're meant to be doing this stealthily. Is my understanding.
well, Tom, I'm a
So-
big purple man. I don't know how much stealth I got in me.
I seem to recall that the best forward scout we had was Gildanen.
Yeah, I was gonna lead along valley bottoms and occasionally pop up to hilltops to get a view level, so we could try and work out where to go.
Very
Okay.
much.
Okay.
And I was going to guide as best as I can.
Okay. Let's turn on this. That's it. Afraid I have not gotten any new music this time, so you have to be satisfied with the same soundtracks.
Nah, it's fine. I love Skyrim loading screen.
I love the Skyrim loading screens as well. Unfortunately, there's nothing you can interact with on these ones. But yeah, so as you make your way across the land, you come across what you would judge to be the edge of their territory. The pyre the pyres that they've set up in order to indicate that you want to enter their territory dot the landscape among crest hill. They're not very close to each other. You're estimating that between each one, you can roughly just about see them. You figure it's about 3 to 4 hour walk between each one, at least. Maybe 5 to 6 hours, depending on where you are. As you are making your way along the edge, avoiding walking directly underneath the pyre, you get a chance to observe the area below you. It is just as barren, if not more so, than the areas that you've been in before. The trees seem to thin out before you, and ahead of you, you can see, maybe not for the first time, but maybe this is the best view you've had of it yet, the great ice wall that covers a lot of the north of Theron. And below it, you can see occasional evidence of things having moved around, whether that's like chopped down trees and things like that, or like, you know, in the distance you think you can see smoke appearing from somewhere.
Like the trees were dragged by some kind of animal?
No, as in the trees are chopped down, or that there is something
Oh, for the
smoking
yeah.
in the distance, as if people have been in this area before, or are still currently there.
I'm just wondering who that warning was to, because I didn't think we were going to charge into the middle of a glacier in the noon. To counter the cold condition, wear clothes. Yes, I wasn't planning
Yeah.
on it, but okay.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I'm naked. I don't know about you guys.
I'm always naked.
Yeah, always. I'm naked right now. That was a joke. I need to. Yeah.
I mean, we're just always ready to have fun. Tap. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't want to know what you like and how you sit and become.
What?
Leg spread.
No. No.
This concept is too much information.
Anyway. So, anyway, you are at the. You start making your way along. You pass into the Zalshik territory, and it isn't too long before you see evidence, like in front of you, that people are in this area. You see several sets of footprints, not bearing the same hall markings as the ones that you had at the tower though. They look like fairly normal orc footprints in the area. All of them heading north. 4 sets, you would say. None of them wearing heavy armor.
Avoid them.
Okay. That's not an issue.
Could be more of those things that attacked us, definitely.
What are they wearing? Do they have the markings like the previous ones did? Like the robes?
There's nothing. Well, you can't tell
Look,
what.
had like stamps in their shoes. Said-
Yeah.
Well, judging from what you saw last time, there's none of the kind of corruption that's affected the ground like the last ones had.
Well, considering we didn't like the torchlight or whatever, the tower signaling, we avoid them. Yes.
Yeah.
Lead the way.
Yeah.
Okay. You continue heading north into the direction that the professor has roughly indicated that he thinks where the tomb is. You think you're possibly only about after. Sorry.
Nothing.
You
Think
have
of
been
birds.
traveling.
They're tapped out.
Yeah, it's fine.
You've been traveling for weeks and weeks and weeks now, and it seems like you're finally getting close to your destination. And you think you're probably only about 2 to 3 days out from where you need to be, maybe even just 2 days. However, as you crest one of the final hills, Gildanan, you see 4 orcs. It seems like they're setting up a camp towards the west. They look fairly normal.
Find cover before they spot me. And fall back to the group. Try and notice if there's anything particular about them. Colour, war paint designs or anything.
Okay. So when you had a look over them from where you were, I'm not going to ask you to make a check. They seem to have like a kind of a red kind of paint, like painted on their faces. It didn't look like a war paint or anything like that. It looked more decorative.
Arsenal fans.
You couldn't tell. Yeah, they were all Arsenal fans. You've stumbled across a cult of Arsenal fans in the north. But there's, but yeah, they seem to have like a fairly decorative kind of stylization to it. And if you look a little bit longer, you can see that it's not just the same symbol. It changes among the different people there. You don't know whether it's like a personal choice or whether it's a kind of like a fashion or whether it's like something related to their person or whatever. Though you don't really have that kind of information about it.
I'll fall back to the rest of the group and relay information to specifically to Tarek Sulfa about what they look like.
Do I know any more details?
This tracks for what you know about this tribe. They tend to use these kinds of markings to denote several things, as far as you're aware. One of them is like the respect that person is due. Typically, the more elaborate the markings, the more respect that they are due, as each marking can indicate that they have done something in the past. you don't know exactly what is equal to what, though. You haven't really interacted with these people that much personally.
Assume I pass all this information along. Well, there's no real need to interact with them. I would say we'll give them a wide berth.
I'm okay with that.
That's my recommendation.
I mean, you would know.
I'll assume we're going to be avoiding all of them. There's no reason not to avoid these lot. So it's a small enough group if you want to practice loot,
Practice?
infiltration techniques.
Oh, you mean the... I don't know, man. Maybe.
Well, it's up to you. Problem is, if you fuck it up, the gig's blown. And then we'll have to kill them all.
Do you feel like fighting those people?
Well, not really.
Then I guess not worth the
it's-
risk at the moment. Some other time, I guess.
Yeah, let's kill some people at another time. Because there's no profit to be had unless there is profit.
To be had by killing people. You're literally describing mercenary work.
That's what I'm doing, right? That's what we're all doing. We're all mercenaries here.
I vote for the walk around and leave them to their own whatever they're doing.
I also vote for that, because that's what I said.
Yeah, Xavier, what do you think? Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's go around.
Okay. You start heading around then. As
I
you-
assume you concur, Edric. That'll be yes then. Won't you, boss?
Well, I would be interested in talking to them, but if you think that they'll be hostile, then let's go around.
I have no idea, to be perfectly honest. Current evidence suggests that they, one, two things will happen. They either try to kill us, or they won't.
Well, that's wonderfully vague.
Well, I'm not a mind reader. I don't know what they're going to do.
But we can take him, right? If push comes to shove.
How do you possibly know that? For all I know, they might be the orc equivalent of Elminster. All four of them.
I mean, previous
Even I've
experience.
heard of that arsehole. Apparently he must die.
I mean, we managed to wiggle our way. Actually, we flawlessly escaped every combat situation so far.
You flawlessly ran away from every combat situation.
Oh,
So
they
did
tactically retreated, is what
Yeah,
you're trying to
exactly.
say.
So therefore you were incredibly successful in that role.
True. So, shall we start moving before they notice this chatter?
What a good idea. Lead the way.
I'm
Gildan.
filled with those. People just seem to be surprised.
I lead on. Going
Right.
well around.
You took a wide berth around them. You make sure not to skyline yourselves on the nearby hills, whatever little chance there would be of that happening, due to the small amounts of trees in the area that would help kind of protect you from that kind of affair. However, as you turn a corner, after travelling through the deep snow for about 20-25 minutes to make your way around these guys, you notice that somewhat to their north, heading south, based on the somewhat to the north and heading south,
Alright, I was going to say.
not somewhat to the north and the south, somewhat to the north heading south, Ed.
They're multiplying.
You see a group of these corrupted orcs that you've come across before, and they are directly on the path to come across this group that were camping out.
Do we get
It
involved?
looks like they're both. Well, you don't know what these corrupted orcs are thinking, or if even they're capable of thinking, but the orcs to the south that you've skirted around, they are most likely unaware of what's going on.
Now, this looks like an opportunity to make some allies, provided that those two groups actually fight each other.
Let's let them fight it out and pick over the spoils.
How about we let them fight out and we jump in as saviors, intervene,
Or we
and
can just continue towards our objective.
Well, I mean, that's probably the most prudent course of action.
yeah, but this
we
is
don't
like an
know if these-
opportunity.
Yeah, but these people, they might be in cahoots.
Exactly. Why not just stick around and see what happens when they clash? If they're friendly, we just move on.
Looking ahead, is there a convenient hill that we'll be able to stand on and watch the fight?
Sorry, that music's a bit loud for what I want.
Yes.
Yeah, there's quite a few areas that you think you can duck out of the way from if you just want to observe what's going on.
Well, while continuing forward.
So if you want to continue forward, you would not be in viewing range of what's going to happen. You're essentially just leaving all this behind and ignoring it.
I feel like we can take advantage of people dying right here. Save them, mop up the remaining bad guys, and potentially earn some favor and free passage, and do not need
that's
to
the
hide
slow
and go in
path.
straight line to our target. May shave off a few hours of our trip, maybe days, if we don't have to avoid patrols. Is it worth the shot?
Well, how many of these corrupted orcs are there?
There are 5 corrupted orcs versus the 4 in the encampment. The 4 in the encampment, from what you can see, are currently preparing a small feast. You see that they caught a couple of deer, and they're cooking one up right now.
How long to intercept?
You think that, based on the current speed, you would be waiting for about 20-25 minutes before either one of these groups catches sight of each other. And you can
How
be
long?
sequester yourself away in that time.
And how long to intercept the zombie orcs, or whatever we're going to call them?
Oh, no, it would take 25 minutes for the zombie orcs to make their way to the...
No,
Non-zombies.
how long? That answered my question, but my follow-up was how long for us to intercept the zombie orcs?
Oh, you can get between them, if that's what you're talking about, within about 5-10 minutes.
Why would we do that?
Yeah.
Let's just wait and see what happens. If they're buddy-buddy, we move on. If they're not, we wait a few minutes, see what happens, and then jump in, kill the rest of the bad ones, and use the survivors to gain some favor with the local tribe. How's that for a plan?
I have no issue with it. It's up to the boss.
He looks troubled by this. He says, I don't just want to leave them by themselves, but at the same time, it would be prudent to do so.
That's very helpful.
One thing that I don't approve of, though, is using this as a cynical attempt to manipulate the local tribe into our favor. I feel
No,
like that's being highly dishonest.
No, that's not my cup of tea, really. I would never be dishonest. It just seems the best way to sell the plan to save these poor 4 orcs and get engaged in combat that really isn't our business at the moment.
Well, why not just warn them? They look like fairly normal people.
I mean,
the
I
other
don't
ones
speak
are still
Orcish,
fighting.
so that's me.
Yes.
The other ones you can see from a distance are completely different. They have their flesh is slewing from their faces and things like that. Same as the ones from the tower.
I mean, we can do that. We can send in our only orc in to warn them, but that seems risky. I wouldn't risk our paladin's life for such a thing. They could be friends. We don't know that.
How about if we're so set on intervening here, we move back to the groups that are making camp and preparing a feast. Tarek so far walks up to them whilst we stay back close enough to support if needed. Tarek can let them know, and we can fall back, or we can support if Tarek gets attacked.
I mean,
is that feasible with the time we're likely to have, Tom?
You think if you did that and you were fairly quick about it, you would be able to just about get into get to them before the corrupted orcs crest the hill?
if they're in together, we're pretty much gonna have to run.
What happens if I take like an elliptical path that takes me towards the corrupted orcs and then outpace them? Given I can technically double move that way.
They also double move.
No, well, in that case, I can triple move.
You can triple move?
Well,
Yeah,
he's,
for this action, I can
he's,
move towards an enemy.
he's cheesing an action out of using the game mechanics, basically.
Exactly.
Wow.
Can use
no.
my enthusiasm to run
No,
towards
mate.
them and then get bored and just run off.
No.
You just
can't do
kite
that,
them
I'm
off
afraid.
the cliff.
That's perfectly reasonable. Well, those are our choices, ladies and gentlemen. You can. I'm indifferent. You want me to go and warn them? I will.
I feel like that's a necessary risk, but I'll go with the majority, whatever you guys decide. Edric, you here?
Yes.
And
Go ahead.
what? Go ahead with
I'd
what?
like to see what happens.
With what?
Whatever it is you're planning.
There are two
Well, we
options.
plan-
I want. Go on, hit me again. What are these two options?
Are
You
you?
tell us.
What are you doing right now?
Mildly distracted, but go on.
We can send
Okay.
our paladin alone to warn them, or we can wait and see what happens when they clash and then intervene.
I'd say it's probably a better idea if we wait close enough that if it turns nasty, we can intervene, and if it doesn't, for whatever reason, we can run the fuck away.
Okay, but I agree. But do we send our orc to warn them?
No,
No?
No.
Okay, so you're... Okay,
the other idea, just the whole party waits, because don't
Yeah.
split the party.
I agree. So let's just wait and see what happens. And if they start attacking each other, we just swoop in and help them. Be the rescuing heroes that we clearly are.
Is it possible to get close enough to achieve that, Tom?
Yeah. You think you can do that without causing too much an issue. You're gonna be, if they do start fighting, you're gonna be a bit late in, and you think a couple of them might die depending on how
Oh,
good
no,
or
no,
bad they are
no.
at
We want to
combat.
get real close.
Well, then you'll have to pass stealth checks, and
We can do that, right?
No.
You can do it.
Legitimately, no. And
I
neither
believe in you.
can, no, neither I nor Xavier have much of a chance.
What kind of armor are you wearing?
I've been giving.
Sort of give us disadvantage on stealth.
That's why I'm asking. What type of it? Is
There's
it like
disadvantage to stealth armor.
which
Heavy
is
armor.
does it?
Basic default armor that
It's
level
stamped on the
1.
back like you have disadvantage.
It
It's like a
says,
neon
this
sign.
is very clunky.
Okay.
We walk around and sound like Transformers.
What if we
so
covered you
that-
in some sort of white paint? It's snowy.
Then I would have disadvantage on both visual and audible stealth. Unless I was in an Arctic environment. I don't know, is it snowy?
I mean, it's white. It's in the north. It has to be.
Oh,
Yes.
don't know that.
Yes.
There's lots
Incredibly
of places in the
snowy.
north that isn't,
There you go.
isn't white.
So we need to improvise some sort of white paint.
Well, we do that, or we could just not.
Yeah, let's not. Let's get close.
So, Diane, what do you think?
I've already stated what I think we should do. We just need to. We've come up with an idea. We just need to put it into practice. That's all.
Okay.
Well, basically, if you want to be within close enough range to support them when they fight, if a fight breaks out, then you're gonna have to make a stealth check.
I'm down to try that.
If the people who are willing to try are gonna make individual stealth checks. If you want to be close enough so that you can run in support, but the fight will have gone on for a bit of a while by the time you get there, bearing in mind this isn't a straight shoot with like ground and ground that's clear of obstacles. It's like you're talking about snow that's at least knee deep in a lot of areas.
We are still unsure if they're allies, so let's be. Is there a middle option, Tom? So they don't
Ignore
all die
everything
by the
and
time we get
move on.
there?
Well, they're not all gonna die if you're trying to position yourself in the right way. I'm just making it so that, if you want to get really close to be able to intervene, you're gonna have to make a stealth check. It's just
Okay,
it is.
who's in for.
What happens if the people who are moving close enough to potentially intervene are ranged characters with ranged attacks?
Then that's fine. You don't need to get to as close.
Okay, let's pick that option.
Yeah, I can just spend an extra turn running.
Yeah.
Right.
Or a turn and a half, because I can move towards them quite fast.
You're like a train.
Yep.
In that case, then.
Like the cool train.
Um,
Ooh, motherfuckers.
give me a second. So, as you lay up position and wait to see what's going on, it isn't too long after watching the hills to see that the orcs, the corrupted orcs that you might encounter before, have started cresting it. The orcs that are setting up the camp for like the feast and things like that have not seen them, and are still currently in preparations.
Are they moving with obvious hostile intent?
The corrupted orcs.
Yeah.
It looks like they haven't really registered anything else yet, but as they start getting closer, they start picking up speed. They're still not particularly fast, not as fast as a native orc, you notice, but they have started moving. It looks like they've got an intent to engage in a non-peaceful way, to put it bluntly. As they get closer, you notice a couple of other things about them that you didn't notice it before, due to the kind of like negative energy shroud that they have dangling over them at all times, and that is the fact that they are armed and armored, as opposed to the last set of orcs that you dealt with.
It looks like these people are hostile. Should we perhaps, if we're going to help them, I'd say light them up. That'll probably draw their attention. Maybe draw some off and warn them that they're about to get destroyed.
I mean, you would be the only ones to warn them.
Well, I am looking at you, magic men.
Right, okay, if we're gonna do this, I'll fling a firebolt at them.
You're gonna warn them with by shooting
Right,
them?
It's going to warn them by
yeah,
engaging the hostile orcs, because them getting shot in the back with a firebolt should be enough to attract the attention of the allied orcs.
Oh, like a flare.
Possible allies, yeah.
Yeah, but it's a flare of enemies.
Sure.
Right, yeah,
Let's
I'll
see
do
how that
that.
plays out.
Can you give me? You can give me an attack roll at advantage if you want.
Give him
That's
something.
advantage, awesome.
because it's like a sneak attack kind of affair.
I would say that if we're going to do this, everyone who can alpha them.
Yeah.
That would probably include anyone else with attack and cantrips.
I mean, I can do something. I don't know about range.
Well, it depends. It sounds like we're engaging at about probably 100 feet.
100 feet? Let's see.
So
I have 60 feet range. Sorry.
Well, then, unless
Start running forwards.
Edric happens to have a ranged attack cantrip, then
Edric.
we're going to have to hope that... in saying that, you can thaumaturgy create a sonic boom or something if you want.
I mean, I can use
60
thaumaturgy.
feet.
What's the range
Yeah,
on it?
well, it doesn't matter about the range, it's a really loud bang. I think it should be enough to attract their attention.
It's
yeah,
a
so
range
then,
is
yeah.
30 feet, so it's not very
yeah,
audible.
But the range of the noise is greater than 30 feet.
Okay, fair enough. I'll make your voice booming. So scream, let out a battle cry,
Okay, Foos! Radar! And I shall run at them.
and tree shakes a bit.
I shall cast a spell as I'm heading in.
A bit of snow sprinkles from the top.
Okay, they sell that. And did you?
Oh, make my own voice booms. Sorry.
Go,
What
if
he
you
said.
can do that, I'll cast a spell and run it.
Sorry. I did try to make you awesome. I just have to
Alright.
make myself
Just make
awesome.
yourself awesome.
Yeah.
So good.
Okay,
So long as someone's awesome, we're alright.
right. I'm going to shift you onto a different screen. Okay. Give me a sec.
Let's go.
Welcome, Ian Keswick. We're about to have a fight.
Can you put
Like
yourself
that.
at the very bottom end of the map?
Oh, alright.
Can we?
I mean, I can't actually see it, but
Yeah,
how
I'm here.
far is
I'm at the
that's
bottom.
not very bottom now, is it?
Start from the
So-
bottom. Now we're here.
In
Wow.
order to be in range of that, you would have had to have been 60 feet. So, like about here. Basically.
I
I
guess
think.
I'm probably right next to him.
I'm fine.
Yeah, you're fine from there.
I'm just stuck here. That's it.
That's alright.
Okay.
Would I be closer or not?
Yeah, you can. Everyone who wants to be closer can be a bit closer, like up to this tree at least. And then we'll drop into initiative.
What's going on?
We're defending some orcs against some horrible orcs.
So you came across a group of fairly normal-looking orcs that like
Why was
Tara
explaining I'm
managed
getting
to
more drink?
the Tara managed to identify as being members of the Zalshik clan in the area, the ones that are fairly territorial and hostile, generally. But they also came across a group of corrupted orcs, very similar to the ones that you fought at the tower. And the corrupted orcs started making a hostile move towards these Zalshik orcs, and the party is now starting to intervene. These corrupted orcs are armed and armored, unlike their counterparts from before.
Oh boy. Maybe this will be more difficult than we thought.
Can I quickly back on in mage armor casting? I would have done that first prior to any combat.
Yeah, that's fine. It takes you like 6 seconds to do that, so you would have had time to do that.
Cool.
And the friendly orcs have seen us attacking these guys?
Yeah, we're going to start dropping into initiative now, basically.
Cool. I rolled it already.
Jesus Christ. We'll do
You
well.
did good. You did better than me.
Right, we'll delete that one. Delete that one.
I use the top one if you want. I'm quite happy with that top one. From last time, yeah. That's so good.
I'm sure Lou is pretty happy at getting rid of that 4.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I'm just going to have orcs as a generic label, so I can't bother to give them their own separate turn orders.
Oh, really? Lazy. What are their names? What are their family names?
All the names are fucking Ugg, and all their family names are Ugg. They're also going first, apparently.
Oh
That
boy.
wasn't hard.
Our
Honest.
initiative was not great.
Does anyone else want to roll an initiative?
Who's missing?
Jan Keswick? It's not wrong.
Keswick and
Tarek?
Tarek's just
Oh, you did roll. Holy shit, that's 17.
Tarek goes first, apparently. He's the first among orcs. But then Jan Keswick is the first among everyone.
You just had to one up him, right?
that's 2, but who's counting?
So, you guys are very similar to the ones we fought before.
You're super quiet.
So these orcs are very similar to those we fought before.
I can barely hear you. Jan
Yeah,
Keswick.
you're
You might
really
understand,
quiet.
But
How about now?
Nope.
no, you're going to need to turn up the microphone boost on your thing by the
No.
looks of it. Nope.
Have you
Still
tried
really
turning
quiet.
it off and on again?
Wait a second. Hello, can you hear me now?
Well, you can, but again, you're just quiet, so if there's anyone ever talking over you, we're not going to be able to hear you.
Okay.
That's never gonna happen.
Like, I've turned up your user volume on my end as much as I can, but
Okay, I figured what the problem is.
okay, try speaking now. I think you're going to be a lot louder.
Can you hear me
Oh
now?
my fucking god, my
now you're
ears.
pretty fucking loud.
Bleeding from the
Holy
ears.
shit.
That's normal
Oh, let's
now.
turn you back down. Okay.
I'm back.
Holy.
Anything actually happened?
We're listening to Jan Keswick's voice, trying to give him, like,
Holy crap.
what is an appropriate level of...
When you had it up just before Jan Keswick was
Yeah,
perfect level.
we boosted you.
These
all of us.
guys boosted you when you shouldn't have.
Oh my god, that was. My ears are bleeding right now.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. It was just a bit unexpected.
I had him on 200%. What do you mean?
Go a little bit more.
More.
I can't
Oh.
hear him at all anymore.
Go up.
I'm not boosting him. This is too risky.
Well,
Yeah, I think that's...
No, more.
Okay.
Bit quiet.
How about now?
Perfect.
There you go. That's
solid,
good.
perfect.
Absolutely
Perfect.
perfect.
Okay, so... like I said, you've just encountered a group of uncorrupted orcs, and they're making a group of corrupted orcs, and they're making their way onto this group of uncorrupted orcs. Now that you've gotten a bit closer, Tarek, can you give me a perception check?
Alright.
Wow, perfect.
Damn.
Okay.
Well done.
Good thing you
Think
used that
that's
20 on a
attack.
perception check.
You attack with your
yeah.
perception.
Ah. But yeah, okay. So the first thing that you notice is that they have all got the insignia that you encountered before emblazoned on their armor.
Right.
Also, there is this as well. There you go. Do with that what you want.
Oh.
Anything you want to
which
share
one.
with the class?
Well, I'm busy running, so I don't
Oh.
really have time to tell you.
Yeah,
Can you but
they didn't invent
well,
multitasking yet.
Can you give me a number from top to bottom as to which one you're referring to?
2.
Wow, they don't even have names.
Don't need them.
Well, I
Okay.
personally love to believe that I'm
one
number
thing I
one.
should also mention, they're all wielding great swords.
Oh,
Because, you know,
Ooh,
Right.
ooh.
So great axes, I'm sorry.
Thank God.
Okay,
Maybe this is
right.
too much.
First to go is
Guess who?
your resident cleric.
Is it too late to run away?
no?
It is.
Okay.
I guess they are surrounded by the same aura we saw on the orcs in the tower.
Yep.
Well, shit. Okay.
These seem to be like corrupted orcs 2.0.
Yeah, they have armor and better weapons. He's not joking.
The new and improved. I am playing on touchpad, so that may be a bit uncomfortable. Fuck. Let me check something. Okay, I cast Guiding Bolt at this gentleman here.
I can give you a bit of a closer visual representation of what they look like, by the way, so you can get a bit of a better idea what they look like right now.
That would be nice.
Here you are.
What?
Oh,
Oh
fuck.
my, that's
They look
Maybe I didn't need to see that.
no mother kid love that
That is-
face.
That's what they look like.
so
But add a few more,
cheese.
add a few more, like strands of darkness around them. There you go. Okay.
That wasn't my best selfie.
Orcs of Nurgle?
Yep, good to know. Okay, guiding
I
bolt. Go. What's the range of guiding bolt, by the way?
It's 120 feet.
Yeah, you're just about.
Damn. What do you mean just about?
Oh, have a look.
I think you more than enough.
No, I am more than enough.
More than enough. Yeah. Okay,
These-
you're good.
I
Are
just
they
checked.
trees? What are they?
So what? They're
These
trees.
Ah, so I was line of fire.
I mean, you also have
Okay,
movement.
give me an attack roll then. Sorry, which
Yeah.
one are you targeting?
Doesn't matter, I'm
That
failed.
doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, your guiding bolt just flies
You're
wide into the high
Like,
and just hits this tree and just obliterates it.
It was a good flare, though.
It's like this tree here and just like obliterates it.
If someone were to attack the tree stump, he would have advantage.
We can't. You
Whoa.
killed it.
which tree stump did you blow up though?
Nailed it.
This one.
Which one?
I mean, I
one's
can
the
see you
north.
tagging it.
Oh, there you go. I see.
Tarek, so far, you're up.
Good luck, Terry.
Can I
Uh,
still move?
Oh, you can move, yeah, sorry, you can move.
I will move. Fuck. Ah, God damn it.
Doing my thing again where I'm skipping everyone's goes.
I will move.
Where's the fourth orc?
towards them.
Oh boy, you did say 4.
It's here. There you go.
Oh, you just forget it. That was part of the plan. Like master
It was
scheme.
hiding. It was hiding in the snow.
God. Look at that flame. Look at that fire.
Oh, sorry, yes.
I like the music for this.
About there, I think. I am going there and will act about as good a shield wall as I can be. Not very, but hopefully they'll get the idea. I'll say an orc We're here to help, probably. Well, mutual foes, you get the idea.
Uh, one of them just looks like two of them have like started picking up their arms and armor. One of them is clearly like not aware of what's going on and suddenly looks around and suddenly he's like, oh shit, and then one of them is getting ready as well. So on their
I'll
turn,
bang my my sword on my shield to try and rouse them into
Clang,
readiness.
clang.
like so on their turn, basically one of them gets near you, another one starts getting near you, and the others are basically like running around trying to get their shit together.
Wow, what a turn.
And then these all start moving forwards. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10,
I
15, 25,
did
30.
get my thaumaturgy out,
Right.
right?
What?
I did scream. They're not going for us.
Obviously, they're really, really deaf.
Okay.
A branch not difficult to read.
Nah, not for this purpose.
Oh.
Like,
Alright.
I feel
sorry.
like you're defending the
Don't
wrong
sound
team
problem.
here.
Actually, this was probably be that around here. Actually,
Well, you
Uh,
know, I'm sure you guys can defeat 2 of them while I have to take on 3.
Are you?
Well, okay, no, but it's. I have this hope.
On the plus side, I can get you up real fast. So when you get down, I
Oh
will
yeah,
get you
you
up.
can.
Yeah.
the one Ed, the one that I mentioned earlier that has something special, he's here.
Okay, top.
Does he have a big dick?
Yeah, he has a massive one.
Yeah.
Long wang.
Given and you're up.
I'm gonna stand still and because I can't seem to move any further back, I'm gonna just fling another fireball.
That's where you want to be, wizard boy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, there's an invisible
Young
barrier
man.
behind you.
God damn it! I'm some sort of.
Says exit grid.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
If you
hit
take a
that
step
one.
back, it won't be world map.
That is the extent of the universe. You step back that, you're just going to fall off a cliff into the infinite abyss.
Yeah.
I'm just shooting on there with.
It's a real shame how it works.
Go for it.
Go, go.
It's just a
Power
practicality thing. I can't make an infinite map, unfortunately.
How would
Yeah, I
that
know.
look?
I've tried similar before. 15 to hit.
That's a hit. Give me damage.
6.
Solar flare.
Okay. You knock down another chunk of his health. You think that this orc is starting to fall apart. Or at
Really?
least that's what you see, Ed.
Which one did you
I'll
target?
give him a thumbs up.
Okay.
This one here.
I'm trying to piss off one right in front of Ed's character.
Wave my
Go on,
arms.
attack him. Attack him harder.
Well,
Yeah.
boys,
Shut up.
you.
A low wang.
I mean, do I have to say it? You know what time it is.
Time for the bagpipes, eh?
Exactly. I will inspire.
You
I
know,
will mute you on Discord.
No, you will not.
If I start missing some of the game, I
Xavier.
will do it.
No, you will not. Xavier, do you feel inspired?
I do.
Yeah, that was the correct answer, boy. I had my finger on the trigger. Okay, that's my bonus action, and for my action, I will move forward a bit. Exactly.
What?
This one moves.
Towards the enemy? How is that possible?
That's
A
fair.
very measured pace.
That's close enough. And I would like to cast Thunder Wave. No.
What?
No, I'm joking. It's fine, you'll survive.
That's
Calm
fun the
down.
way I'm guessing.
No,
Yeah.
I would like to viciously mock this guy over here that was damaged.
It's a terrible roll. We'll see if he passes though.
Yeah, DC 13.
Well,
Wisdom
I think it's
save.
safe to say, well, we know
Let's see if they're wise enough.
they are immune to him.
Hey, you badly damaged one, you suck. You're going down first.
Okay, let's roll. Yeah, passes.
Motherfucker.
Just like, no.
It's like my insults don't work, man. I feel insulted.
Take 2 psychic damage.
God damn.
Yeah, you take the damage now. You've insulted yourself.
Yeah, it's only fair.
Okay. Is that all you're doing, or are you going to move forward back?
How much more do you want me to do? No, I will not present
yeah,
myself.
Could move forward. That's fine.
Okay, in that case then.
I
Edric,
just-
you're up.
Yeah, there was a reason I moved.
Right, so what Edric is going to do is he's going to shuffle forward a bit. If I was on move, not measure. And into the one which we've been punching the fuck out of.
Wow.
Wow, that tree is
High
so
five,
dead.
mate.
You
Sweet
managed
Jesus.
to-
Target of that tree, the stump is now obliterated.
How did you miss a line of enemies? You just weave between them.
There's trees, man.
Yeah, and them trees, that was the real threat here.
Ooh, look at those lines. Extra fire.
It's actually a Trent. Well done, guys.
Oh, we have
We're getting
lighting
there.
now.
Yeah, it's a
getting
negative
there.
energy treant, so yeah, you're welcome.
Okay. So
Now
you
they're
move
gonna
forward,
anything
cast
great.
guiding bolt, and the area around that tree definitely explodes a bit more.
It's also currently glowing a lovely shade of yellow.
Yeah. It's
so now you can hit it.
Yeah, you
Oh,
got,
yeah,
you got
technically you got
advantage
advantage on that roll for
you
hitting
got
that
advantage on the tree now, so if you need to kill the tree, don't worry, I've got you covered.
tree. Right, save your hero.
you better do it fast.
Okay, I move here.
Yeah, these are ranging
And
shots.
I cast it again. At this mate here.
The damaged one?
Possibly, yeah. I think we're going for the damaged one, so we can at least.
No,
Well,
I
that's
think
fine.
I'm not going to go for the damaged one.
Oh,
Because
okay.
if I roll good, he will be obliterated.
Okay.
Okay. Well, you know.
If.
Good
If.
luck.
I can almost guarantee you'll do good.
Aren't you? And yeah. Yeah.
14.
That's a hit.
Okay, fantastic. So that's 15 radiant.
Okay, that guy just explodes.
Yeah. That's why I went for undamaged one.
Nice. Nice
So
shot.
basically, you cast a guiding bolt, and it just flies out of your hands, hits into the guy's chest, and then just explodes in him like a bolter shell in 40k.
Whoa. Okay.
Rock pop swoosh.
That's a nasty way to go.
Ugh. Grizzly.
Tarek so far.
So I didn't know if you were doing anything else, Yankasek. I am going to hope that my allies can deal with this nagged one, and I'm going to engage this shit in the face with a sword. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. I'm going to miss horribly.
Wow. Okay.
That's how it goes.
That's
Okay, so as you are going forwards, you kind of the ground beneath you kind of gives way, and you end up.
It's
Thank
been
you.
weakened by repeated guided bolt explosions.
You slip on the ice.
yeah.
and-
Blame him.
You end up putting your foot into a really deep, kind of like, not pit or anything like that, but it's like a really deep snowdrift that you didn't expect. You kind of lose your balance, and you'll get disadvantage on your next attack, basically.
Well, okay then.
They are going to move in. I should probably do some kind of initiative to make sure I know which ones are going first.
I don't
Right.
Just go
D20.
top to bottom, maybe.
Yeah, but I've got both orcs, good and bad orcs, in the same initiative. I don't
Oh,
know why
I
I thought
see.
that would be a good idea. Okay,
that
good
makes
orcs, bad orcs.
I was
Okay.
fully expecting you to roll another 11.
So maybe put the good orcs on initiative 15.
Yeah, put these.
It's B for bad.
Yeah.
Even
So
though they're
16
Oh, I see.
and 15.
Well, that didn't help.
You did. Oh, there you go.
Okay, it's gonna move in. It's gonna move in. Is gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah.
Double move, bitch.
5. Yeah, 5, 10. That's it for him. Okay, so attacking you, Ed. This guy hefts his great axe and tries to slice into you. Is that a hit? I'm guessing not.
He's a paladin. I would be very concerned if that hits.
Right.
Could be a
Hitting the orcs.
light armor paladin.
Well, that's a hit on the orc.
Oof.
Looking for him.
God damn it. And we were supposed to save them. Well, one down.
Oh no, he did that's
Why are you rating it? Okay, rate it. He's dead.
He explodes.
He gets
Maybe
clean.
he's just, unconscious.
I
Um,
don't think that's unconscious.
I mean, if you can duct tape them together, they're two halves.
11 hit points.
Nah, yeah, he's unconscious. He's not exploded, but he's pretty badly wounded. Let's say. Yeah. So the orc goes forward and he unleashes a rather cataclysmic blow on him.
Cataclysm?
One of the
The earth shut.
one of the things one of the things that you see is that the energy that that was surrounding the orc seems to get, how should I say it, focused for a second as the great axe hits and deals more force to the damage. Because I got dinged for this last time, he's doing
Ooh.
necrotic damage, not negative energy damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you put back the token, please?
Yeah, I can, I guess.
I was just tinted red.
There's a red X
I
on
want to
it.
save them.
You have like a marker that puts an X on the entire thing. Yeah. That works.
I mean, you could do that.
Right, second attack for one of the other guys.
The damage
That's
on.
10. This guy goes forward and doesn't fare very well. He just basically fluffs his attack as he goes in.
Easily shot.
These guys make a move in. This guy moves here. This guy's going to make a move here. And they're going to swing back.
Get him.
This, actually.
Get him.
That's a hit. That's a hit. And that is a hit. Wow.
Man, I love it when you roll for us. For the good guys.
One.
Where did the third hit come from?
There's
So there's 3 orcs
3.
attacking.
It was on the ground, bleeding out.
1, 2.
There's 1,
Oh,
2, 3,
three.
4.
Sorry, yeah, no, I missed that one. They all look
Okay.
similar.
1 die 12 plus 2. Slash roll. 1 die 12 plus 2. Oh my god, these orcs are fucking like.
Rabbit.
Okay, well, the first one's almost down. The second one is down.
Excellent. Kills two.
Okay. Gildanen, you're up.
And I was worried we weren't going to survive.
I hear them.
Charles, I have a great alarm clock set in my hands if you need to pick me up.
No, completely fine without your caterwauling. Alright. Again, firebolt. I'll try and help out the guys who are trying to help, so I'm gonna target that.
Well, Xander, I guess you're fucked.
Veigar?
Xander?
Wait, do you actually need a hand there? Sorry.
Yeah,
Was
I
it
do.
Hawk in his face. And
Alright,
he's
okay.
proven not to be the best
Shoot
of
that one.
fighters.
Damn. That's a hit.
There we go.
Which one are you
Some
attacking?
damage.
The closest one.
Xander.
Xavier.
Xavier's.
Ass.
You unleash a bolt of fire into them, and it sears away a large portion of his flesh, but doesn't stop him.
Awesome.
Lucius. I'm guessing you're not moving, by the way.
That's a good guess, Tom. I will not be moving closer to danger. But I will do something else. As a bonus action, I will not use my bagpipes. I need to move 5 feet, so 5 feet of movement. Yeah. And I would like to bonus action Healing Word on our fallen orc.
Okay.
So let's see.
You play a rousing tune on your bagpipes in a way. You don't speak.
I can do that. There you go. He heals 4 HP. 7 HP, sorry.
Okay, he's back up. He's on the ground right now, but he's up.
I mean, there's a bit of blood that he lost, but yeah.
He's
He is A-okay. You're welcome, buddy. Get the fuck up. Okay.
Can I say except you're welcome?
Yeah, that's a good song. I should probably sing it as inspiration. And for my action, let's do Vicious Mockery, and I pray it works this time. I'm gonna use it on the closest one.
Okay, go for it.
Wisdom 13, so that's you.
Sure. Slash roll. D20. Yeah, it's just D20, isn't it? Well, I can get slash in front of that.
That's. Let's just say you rolled a 1.
19?
God damn it!
Fucking God.
Fucking serious?
I can't.
I am-
I can roll saves.
I am not as insulting as I should be.
You're just a big, soft, fluffy teddy bear.
Try harder.
So,
Yeah,
Don't be job.
but it's hard to try
Okay.
harder.
Edric, you're up.
okay. One moment.
Nice.
Okay.
If it doesn't save.
Nope. Yeah, and he bursts into flames and falls to the ground.
Yay.
Yay. Oh, I love that fire now.
Okay. Next is.
As my bonus
dwarf.
action,
Oh,
Oh, yeah?
as my bonus action, that orc who is injured regains 5 hit points.
Okay. He's almost back to full health.
healing team. Fist bump.
You get a
That's
slight
really rude.
bump. Your music is still annoying.
That's the idea.
Ah, fuck it. I guess
You're a terrible bad and you should feel bad.
move towards them.
Ooh, I'm gonna use that as my insult.
A bit further right
It
here.
only works on
Can I
you
move
or
really
other
fast?
bards.
I mean, it could work. If I say
Can
it
I
with
move?
intent.
Yeah.
Can I move through these stones?
Yeah, you can move through the stones at all, particularly. Well, you can move around them, sorry.
Okay.
Not over. No, you can move around them, not over them, sorry. That was,
Okay. Yeah, I would guess I'll do the same thing on the orc fighting Tarag.
Well, at least one of us will do damage this round.
Maybe.
Sure enough.
Ooh,
was a crit.
He's fucked
You
up.
rolled the 20
do
and
you
a
want
1.
the crit or the crit fail? Okay, so which one are you attacking, sorry?
The one fighting Tarag.
Oh yeah, that guy just explodes, man. It's like,
We are
yeah,
awesome.
so you run in and another one just explodes in another bolter-like style.
Does disappears in a flash of light.
Yeah.
See,
No
that's
one
how
has
you
ever
do
done.
it.
Don't use any of your other shitty spells, just use that one over and over again.
Yeah, I'm
Amazing.
also out of spells.
That's okay. You're almost out of enemies. Right, I'll 5 foot step over here, and I assume now it's a normal attack.
Yep.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
stumble
it's-
over there and miss him.
Nope.
Yeah, that's good damage.
Okay. Okay, you basically wedge your way out of, get yourself out of that snowdrift, take a step, and then just slice them in half.
No victims.
Yep.
He's even better than he was. We healed his blisters that he had for working all day.
And
Right.
yeah.
I asked the one who got nearly floored.
He stands up and says, "Yes, good. Why?"
Well, you probably have to thank them lot over there. I pointed this out.
You're welcome. I say slowly in
You
common.
are. Let me just check something and loot this guy.
I'll sort of cut my hands to my mouth and shout, "He says you're welcome!" In all.
He looks at you.
How do you say life death in Orcish?
No, I'm not making these orcs owe you a life debt. That's a
Bah,
bad move on my part.
Fine.
I claim surprise.
Yes, the law of surprise. You now have a litter of 8 orc children. Enjoy.
You think his wife is pregnant with 8?
And
I mean,
they
they're
grow up
orcs, you can never
significantly
tell.
faster than you do.
Okay, it's a mini army, man. I would take that deal.
I'll translate for him while I'm picking through this guy.
Okay. Right. Yeah, you pick up that thing that I mentioned earlier. Also, a lot of them are wearing, all of them have great swords, but the great swords they seem to be a little bit corroded, but they've lost that magical energy that they had. It seems that it was. It
Sorry,
seems like they also wearing armor that is
Heavy
hide.
plate?
Oh,
It's not hide actually. It'd be like a medium-sized armor, like a chain, something like
I
that.
think scale is the weakest medium.
Yeah.
I think.
Am I proficient in medium? No? Light armor.
Wouldn't have thought so.
The
Hmm,
yeah,
wouldn't have thought so.
if you're looking for gold and stuff like that, they have a couple of bits and bobs on them that are gold that you could be sold for gold.
How about a
not-
numerical value that could be potentially split about 5 words or 4
Yeah,
words? Or
it would be
not?
very convenient. It would be splittable 5 ways.
Well, let's have a look.
It's 21.6 gold.
Excellent. It's like
yeah, you
5.4.
if you give me so yeah, you pick through them after finishing them off, and the others don't seem to have much on them, but the one that you're looking at, Ed, he has. You think around, he has 100 gold's worth of items,
Good Christ.
basically.
Well, I have 100 gold worth of items. I'll just keep this for safekeeping until we get to settlement or somewhere we can get rid of that. You like carrying a lot of stuff.
I mean, I'm fine with you carrying it so far, but it is divisible by the end of this trip.
Well, we're gonna add it on to everything else. Oi, Gildine, get over here.
Huh? What? Where?
You spent the entire battle sleep fighting.
And
I pushed my
successfully.
nightcap up off my head. Up off my forehead a bit. So,
Which is impressive because elves don't sleep.
I mean, they do. He just picked now to sleep.
Right.
This is where you find out he's not actually an elf.
He's an elf poser.
Just been cosplaying.
Yeah, those ears, they're stick-ons.
It's from a for a Spock cosplay.
This
What is it?
guy. It's the same thing as you found down in the hall?
The same thing, what thing? Have a look and see whatever Tarek's.
There you
So
go.
that,
I hand him the thing because he probably
so
has
that
more of an
rod
idea
that you
about
found in
it.
that tower before, it's
A
the same
thing.
thing as.
I
it's the same
can't
rod.
hear because people keep talking over Tom. Sorry.
So that rod that you found in the tower, this orc that was clearly like in charge of the other ones, as far as you can tell, but based on what he's wearing, he was also carrying the same styling of rod. In fact, it looks almost identical.
I'm gonna see if I can tell if it's charged or has some power.
Do you need
Guess
some
that's an
help with that?
Arcana check. Yeah. Some
Okay, if that's
help
the
would-
case, I cast guidance on my friend.
What's that give me? Because I can't remember.
An extra
Just
1d4, and you have advantage.
No, just a d4.
No, I'm giving him advantage.
He's
Oh, cool.
supporting, so advantage.
I can
I
bust out the
can't.
bagpipe if you need it.
Oh, I gave you a whole extra point there. Very important, that.
If he gets
Might as well do that as well. There we go.
Ooh,
26.
He knows all of the things.
Okay. You know
The
that this thing
secrets
is
of the
charged.
universe are laid bare.
But now that you have a bit more of an idea of what it is, now that you've got like 2 copies of it, you can kind of pick out some of the imperfections in the other one and this one, like what's similar and what isn't. It's definitely it's almost certainly a weapon, from what you can tell now. It's very easy to operate as well, from what you can see. It doesn't look like you need to have magical training. It looks very much like point and click. And it isn't keyed to anyone in particular.
Oh, so safe to say it's key to elves, and you need to have magical training to use.
How's your deception? I mean, you can try it. It might be good.
Not that great, actually.
Yeah, try it then.
Mine's really good. You could tell me that's what you want to say.
Telepathy?
No, we're just speaking
We're just
celestial or something.
just sitting in a huddle, speaking one of the many languages that only me and Efren speak.
That you know of.
I will ritual cast comprehend languages.
just wait for that conversation. I'm just
Just give me 10 minutes. Please.
I'll be right back in 11 minutes precisely. Behind
Can you have
that burning tree.
conversation one more time, please?
Right, so this is, it's definitely like a once used as a weapon.
How?
You suck.
What the fuck?
Man, you have to be a master of deception.
I mean, I've got a decent bonus to it, and I still
Just roll
managed to roll
two
2
threes.
threes.
I mean, I just did better.
That's fake news.
Look at that 10. Right there.
Yeah, we're wasting the bad rolls though. That's the thing.
Yeah. It's like having 1 centimeter bigger dick.
As you are like looking over these weapons, a couple of the orcs one of the orcs seems to point to the thing that you picked up and kind of says something along the lines of bad luck.
Yeah. We've been rolling shitty.
I'll turn to the orcs who we've saved at this point, I think it's fair to say. I'll speak in Orcish. What do you mean by bad luck?
It kind of says only the Sidovi carry those things.
What do you know about these things and where the Shinobi get them from?
The Tinovi are they are former guards of the tomb. They were the key kind of struggles for. He kind of like tries to think of the appropriate word that would be best suited for this. Eventually, kind of comes up with like sacred guardians of the tomb.
What
Something happened. The to Gadajok.
What's that?
Oh, joy.
As soon as the word Gadajok came up, the professor was able to kind of key into that exact one word, and was like, "Oh, that's the place that we." And then he quickly shuts up.
Hang on. He's trying to research
He's a
Orcish
Diglett.
culture and he doesn't understand Orcish.
Yep.
It's like that's not why he's here.
Yeah, apparently he also has a shit deception skill as well, it seems.
It's a real shame we can't talk to him.
Well, you can talk to him. It's just that none of you have ever chosen to talk to him.
I have chosen to speak with him, but it was the last session I asked to speak with him.
Yeah, didn't you speak to him and you revealed some extra information about it?
I'll tend to be orcs of whatever tribe it is.
Wait, see if they answer my question.
What's your question? I didn't
What's
see.
that then?
What's Gadajok?
Yeah, they said the tomb of Gadjuk. I said, so what's that then?
It's the founder of the Zalshik Empire. Many years ago. Centuries, even.
What clan are they again?
Clan Zalshik.
Alright. So is that your empire? You're Zelchuk clan, aren't you?
Well, what's left?
I assume it's something happened to those lot then. I pointed to smouldering corpses.
They were Zalshik. Now they're Tinovi. It seems like the way he's using the word Tinovi, it seems to be based on the fact that you're actually native Orcish. It's like it's like a portmanteau. It's like an amalgamation of words, from what you can tell. The best kind of meaning you can get for that is lost.
Or what's the other word? You just said portmanteau, so there's got to be another word involved.
It's for example, it's for like the lost and the fallen would be the best word.
Right.
2 words to combine it with.
Oh, did they die before they joined? I'm not asking, I'm just thinking out loud. Because I don't understand any of this.
And just kind of, he says, they guarded the temple to Gadajok. Something happened many years ago, and they were never the same since. We do not know what the Sanse tried to find out, but they never came back.
Get another word you can add to my vocabulary.
The Sanse, you've never heard of that word before, but it sounds like a name.
Sunset.
When you get the Sanse, you get this one as well. Everyone else who speaks Orcish, it's which is everyone except Tacticap, I think,
Yep.
and the professor. But the word sunset, it means first ones, or among the first. It's probably a better description.
Might be worth like adding a lexicon note, so we've got
I
all
can
of
give you an
this.
extra. I can give you an extra note if you want. If you want to write it, there you go. I'll even call mystery note lexicon. Save changes, show the players. Edit. And we edited by all players. So there you go.
Yay, I can see it.
Oh yeah, your employer is like sprung from the ground now that this fight's over. He's always there, waiting in the wind, giving you silent support.
Right, what was the name of the bad orcs?
Tinovi. So spelled like this.
Do we put it in the lexicon, or do you put it in the
I'm
lexicon?
adding it.
Tinovi
to
Galsha.
What the
Who's
hell is
playing
that?
with their mic?
I'm sorry, I have to hold
Play
it.
drums.
And it fell.
That's fine.
So I need to go to the toilet really badly, so back in a couple of minutes if you want to update things.
I am adding these things.
Good job, team. That was a great fight. I'm proud of you all. We gave 110% on the field.
Did we take damage?
I
I
mean,
don't think we did.
none of us? Really? Cool.
Yeah.
We even did. I did some healing.
Basically, what we have to have is allies all the time.
Edric did some healing as well.
Yep, a little bit of healing, a little
Yeah.
bit of a explodify.
That happened as well, yes. Lots of bits of orcish meat around.
Wouldn't eat this stuff though. It looks a bit nasty.
Oh, plus it's also cannibalism.
I mean, our healing spell is
For
not.
you, yes, but where is the line for cannibalism drawn? Because cannibalism's all about eating the same species.
Yes.
Well, I would
That is
consider sentient creatures.
I'll give you that. It's one of those ones where the application in the real world doesn't cross over.
Well,
This is the
they
real
once
world.
were sentient, so
I've never eaten a human.
So I've never tried it. It's very stringy.
You're kidding, right?
Yeah.
Oh. You made a joke just now. Is that your
why
first?
not? I make jokes, just not very often.
I'm gonna need a translator.
What do you want to know?
I want to tell them something.
Use me as a mouthpiece, it's fine.
Oh. Oh, that would be. Just make sure to repeat what I'm saying verbatim.
we shall see.
I'm sorry I don't speak Latin.
Just repeat what I say in Orcish.
What's the joke? Second one is many minutes.
I'll just have to wait for Tom to get back. Because, you know, this is gonna
Well.
be interesting. Maybe.
I will see.
Man, the drum
The
solo.
bongos there, yeah, Yankee.
Sorry.
We got an encore. Wait, is that stick charged? The one you have?
I haven't got answered that yet.
I mean, I'm just asking if it's charged.
I don't know. It never got answered.
So,
We got diverted into questioning the orc.
Hmm. I mean, you can point at
Oh,
that
what
tree and click.
I thought you said it wasn't charged.
Mine
Seems
wasn't.
weird for carrying it.
I don't know about his. I mean, it
We
would be
now
very
have
risky to
2 of
use.
these.
Sorry, you were saying something.
We now have 2 of these magic rods. One's definitely not charged and requires charging. The second one, we do not know whether it has any charge. Tom didn't actually say. I'm fairly sure.
Yeah, but it would be
It's
like
more
wasteful.
about how we can tell differences. Or I can tell differences between and recognise what it
Well,
actually
you
does.
need to
and what it
discharge it to
Okay.
figure out how its recharge cycle works.
Is his stick charged, Tom?
No.
No. Okay. Well, we have 2 with 1 each Chinese. So you said you're gonna translate for me.
I'm translating for Lou if he needs to say anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like to speak to the orcish band.
They kind of look at you.
Oh, what's your name?
Oh, fucking hell.
Didn't we ascertain that it's Erg?
Yeah, all
Oh,
of
the
them-
Erg. And the Erg.
They're all brothers, and their parents weren't
Iranian
particularly
orc names,
imaginative.
Tom, 'cause
I mean, that's
I
great.
didn't think
You
those
just say
plans
Erg.
were generated precisely for this reason. Oh, but I didn't finish it.
You can just
I
say
got
Erg.
about halfway through and then got bored.
Okay. Let's have a look.
Random name generator, huh?
The first one of them steps forward and chooses my
No, I want to speak to the
Borden.
one I raised from the dead.
My name is
He was just
Borden.
unconscious.
No. Raised from the dead.
His name's Borden.
Borden?
Yeah.
Borden's seaman.
Okay, what? His name is. Wow, what a strange
Borden's
last name.
seaman.
Terrible last name.
Yes.
Wears like
My-
a Dayglow green suit. It's like
Fucking hell.
armor.
He steps forward, right? His name's Borden.
Bonin.
Jesus Christ. I didn't expect any of these guys to really survive.
Ah,
And they just step forwards and they just crushed everything with the 18s and 19s and like high damage rolls.
Besides the first 2 guiding bolts.
Greetings, Bornin.
Looks at you funny.
No.
Borden! Borden! No! Borden!
Bodin.
Yes. You should
Tarek?
get this is translated.
I'm translating. It probably sounds really stupid. I don't know.
My name is Lou. Healer of Orc. Savior of Fallen.
I'm not translating that.
Who's Derek's translating, right?
The orc that you're talking to kind of like looks at you. Lou. His eyes narrow.
I rescued you from clutches of death.
He goes back to the fact that he speaks to you, Ed. Says, really, his name is Lou.
Spelled the same way as the thing you go to the toilet in.
He then looks back at his friends with the smirk on his face, and what you get from them is that his name is Lou, and they all start laughing.
Motherfucker, I'm gonna put you down.
It's an orc joke, Lou.
Just translate what I'm saying. I feel like he's finding his own.
Translate what I'm saying, he says.
You're not
Exactly.
helping.
Okay.
Okay.
I saved you from
I
certain
saved
death.
you from certain death.
Single-handedly.
Single-handedly.
From total annihilation.
Total annihilation.
So, okay, we get it. Like, what do you want?
Good. What do you want?
Oh, nothing. I just wanted to reestablish that fact. And also, if you can spread the word about us and the merry band of purple men running through this forest, and maybe we can move in a straight line without sneaking about.
Is so are you going to translate that what you said directly, Ed?
Nope.
What are you going to say?
We take passage through this area. We are bound for the Great Glacier. We did not want to disrespect your tribal customs, so we have not encountered you before now. That said, we would like to seek permission to continue traveling north.
Exactly what I said.
Where are you going?
Oh.
Where are we going? I say to the boss.
Forward.
North to the Great Glacier.
Yeah. Sightseeing. I don't know. I did not expect him to ask the obvious question.
We are bound for the grid. Go on.
The boss just says, well, obviously we're going to the tomb. The orcs don't understand that.
Oh. Good man.
We're
Speaking
bound for
common.
the Great Glacier to the north. That is our final destination.
Great Glacier. You planning to scale it?
The
Study
soldier
it.
here wants to study the glacier, given the speed at which it has retreated in recent times. He wants to. Well, I don't get this stuff. I'm just here as a bodyguard. But he pays well, so that's what we're doing.
If that's what you want, I see no issue. I will spread word back to the people in the home village of how you helped us.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
There's if you should ever want to stop at Tarshik, just let us know.
Can you show us on this map where Tarshik is?
He pointed out. It's. I'm gonna bring out the main map now.
Probably for that, yeah.
Where is it? It's all the way back here. So now I have to drag it all the way along the edge of the top, and then use the fucking shitty sorting system that the Roll20 likes to use rather than a proper library. Zoom in. Why don't I use this map? That was a terrible idea.
I don't know.
We're gonna use this one instead.
Zoom in
There you go.
ahead.
Okay, that's better. So he points out that his home, Tarshik, it's a little ways to the north and east of the destination that you're going to.
Convenient.
If you ignore that previous X, because that's where you knew it was roughly in that area, but you didn't know exactly. The tomb that you're going to, according to the professor, is about here. North and west, sorry, to the tomb, not north and east.
Is there anything we should be aware of along the path to the Great Glacier, Mr. Borden?
Many hordes of Tivoni roam this area these days, they are supplemented by creatures that I cannot describe personally. We hide from them. We move from them. We are slowly moving south, or further to the north. Some of us want to reclaim the tomb that they are coming from. But my suggestion for you is to avoid it, if possible, and head to the Great Glacier like you said.
Take that under advisement. To make you aware, we have also encountered these creatures, which is why we moved to assist you, because, well, we knew they were dangerous. There was a place several days south of where we are now, where we encountered a horde of them. So, just be careful if you're travelling south that they may be there as well. As far as I'm aware, they have not made as far as Darmzol.
No. I'd be surprised if they made it to Darmjal. They mostly inhabit the tomb area. I would say they keep to themselves, but they seem to come from there.
Has there been any activity from Castle Perilous?
We don't keep a watch of it. And if we did, we would most likely be dead.
That is the rumour.
It's a place of foul magics. I do not recommend people go there.
No, that was a joke. Stop doing it.
Second one today. Holy shit.
Your fancy southern humor doesn't wash well with them, apparently.
Anything else? I ask in common.
No, that's pretty much it. If that was a successful
Yeah.
discussion.
Well, in that case, it's been a wonderful time meeting you, and we'll safe travels to the south. Go back to your village, or both.
You are welcome.
You're welcome, he says.
He looks at you
Lou.
one more time and Lou and just smirks.
Exactly. You owe me. And I
Yes,
move on.
he owes the
I know
toilet a
I
drink.
don't translate that. He's expressed his appreciation.
Full name?
When they start walking away, several of the orcs start laughing and they start gesturing to their penis basically and just saying glue. At this point, you get the distinct impression that that particular name means penis in the north.
Penis? Okay. From now on, I'm Big Lou.
That's nice. Big Lou up in the north, Long Wang up in the down in the east.
And
Stuff like
go
that's
back in
happened
the
to me in
south.
Japan.
Hmm?
Yeah, stuff like that has happened to me in Japan.
Like what?
Well, like for example, people's names meaning something completely different in Japanese.
Oh.
But yeah, anyway. Tom doesn't mean anything. But
I was thinking about that. Like, what could Tom possibly mean?
No, but trying to explain that, for example, the name Dick, the nickname Dick, or
Richard.
to a Japanese person who is vaguely aware of Western pop culture, they're like, what? And things like that. Anyway. But yeah, so are you heading further north then? Or well,
Yes.
how are you holding up, Charles? And
I imagine that you'll
Okay.
probably need to take a rest.
I mean, as in, how are they holding up really? Like,
Yeah,
you're
are they
you okay?
asleep?
I'm on the verge of sleep. To be honest, I'm really struggling to stay awake. Person, if you guys continue without me, that's fine. But I'm close to turning in, calling it. To be honest,
What happens to you?
I've just been really busy today. I was up about 7 in the morning. I've just been busy working all day physically with some young volunteers and driving and all. Yeah, that's just worn me out.
Well,
Okay.
what do you guys want to do? Because if we've got two people that are basically about to go fall asleep,
2?
well, I don't know. It seems like Edric was also kind of out of it.
Yeah, I'm a little out of it.
It's like, if people aren't going to remember what's going on, then I'm happy to delay it for a week, basically. We got through a fairly small portion of the plot anyway.
I mean, fine, I guess.
Also, to be honest, I'd also appreciate another week working on this map, because I've got most of it done. I just need to do a little bit more, and then it'll be ready for next week.
Okay, but I would
Hey, man,
legit.
you're the GM.
It is, yeah, it's fine. So, I would like to talk to the professor, actually,
Okay. You can talk to
when
me
we're
after.
in private. But legit talk.
Okay. Sure. In that case, then, you probably start traveling a little bit further to the north for a couple of hours, and then eventually you start settling down for the night. You think that you're about 1 day's travel away from your goal.
Cool. That's we cut it off.
If you want to talk to, this is where I'm trying to set up. If you want to talk to the professor, basically.
Well, I can do it next week. It's fine. I don't want to keep the people up any longer than we need to. So let's do it next
Don't need
week.
to be there if you talk to him in private.
But I mean,
Okay.
it's part of the game, and I don't want to.
You have your private conversation with the professor and tell us what you want to tell us next week. But I think it's Tom setting up so you can have that conversation now. Because
Pretty much.
time. Yeah, potentially if you could on that. Which makes
This is
sense.
something that you can do without everyone else being involved. So it's better to do this now, actually, than it is next week. Basically.
Is there anything else we have to do now? Like potentially level up because of XP?
I was going to say, feasibly, we'll be leveling that. I guess that depends how much.
Let's handle that so people can leave, and then we can do the talk.
I'm going to try to overhear.
Okay, that's fine. But that's fine. If you want to know how much XP you got, it wasn't a particularly tough fight. You've done some of the plot, so it's only 250 XP this week. No, 250 XP. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Each?
sure going up the
Yes.
level.
Is it each?
250 each. Yeah.
We're on
That's level
1030.
3 from what I remember.
Past 30.
It is.
Let's level up.
Level 2 spells. Here I come.
Let's roll. Okay, reroll. Mother of God. That's better. Piece of crap.
2,700 for next level.
By the way, Tom, do I reroll anything on a d8?
Just ones, I think.
Fuck.
You don't add Constitution to the HP rolls, right? It's just a roll.
You do.
You do?
You.
So if you got a negative
mod, yeah.
constitution, you add negative modifier.
Yep.
Got
I
positive, you
have
add
one.
positive.
I have one con.
Then you
So you
kept us
gain
one.
7 hit points.
So 7 more.
Let's see how this goes.
Bard College.
Okay.
It's weird listening to Yankasic with a clear voice.
I'm gonna level my character next week if that's okay.
That's
I'm
fine.
gonna
You can do
head
that
off
next
now.
week.
Alright.
That's
Cheers, guys. Good night.
Good night.
Hey Charles, see you later, man.
That's fair. That's a fair roll. I mean, you're only rolling a. Wait, are you rolling a d4?
yeah. Why did roll a d4?
I was say, like, you're a d6 character, aren't you?
Yeah,
There is
and
no
a d8.
Yeah, there is no d4.
Should be
in
D8. Only
Yeah,
wizards
I-
roll D6s.
Oh, okay. You've got to change it manually in hit dice because I'm just clicking hit dice. What the fuck? Maybe I rolled at d4 last time as well.
That is possible, yes.
I'm gonna scroll all the way back and look. Not the last time, even earlier than that. Fuck.
That was a long time ago. If you just want to roll 2d6 and add your con, you can just do that now. I'll just take your word for it.
2d8.
2d. Your d8 class?
Yeah.
Roll a d8?
Yeah.
Okay, right, okay. 2d8 then.
So, last time I got like 5 hit points. So, am I supposed to reroll that?
Well, I'd say you just roll 2d8 now, add 6.
Okay,
And then add
What?
that to.
2.
Wow. I bet that improved your HP a lot. Oh wait, no, yeah, never mind. That's okay. Not amazing. So
It's
what? That's
still better.
7. So 7, 15. Plus.
Okay, I started with 13 hit points, so that's 28 total.
Mhm.
Oh, that's a lot better. That's
If it
weird.
turns out
that-
you're rolling 2d4s, then that'd be pretty dire.
Eh?
If you were actually rolling 2d4s for your hit point rolls, that would be pretty bad. So
yeah.
that's fine.
Okay. I've got hit points.
Have you leveled? Oh yeah, okay, I see you roll, Ed. Never mind.
Is slowly coming together.
Everyone gets to pick an archetype now, don't they?
Yeah, I get my college.
Apart from me and I think our celestial warlock. No, he does as well
Yeah.
because warlocks have more
Ooh,
stuff.
This is. I don't know which one I want to go for.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the college I'm gonna pick.
How about you?
I mean, we could use a big guy, more guys on the front line, because that's Tara
Is it the
me
co-
right
Yeah.
now.
College of Valor.
That would be the combat one, yeah, or lore potentially for our caster.
For spells. Yeah.
College of
choose
War
the
guys
one
in the
you-
front line.
Choose the one you like the most. Tap tap. I'll be fine on the front line by myself.
Well, he could be in the front line, just like every ship can be minesweeper at least once.
Boy, I'm sure glad we swept that mine as our ship as it. Just think of all those other ships we could have saved.
I would
Yeah.
get more AC with Valor.
No idea, honestly.
Yeah, you get middle armor proficient, like
Oh,